Hey everybody, my name's Steve. I'm the founder and creator of RideTheTeacups.com. Thanks so much for joining us for our monthly update here for March 2020. Thrilled to have you. We just go over all the technology updates and site updates that we have every single month. We want to make sure that you just kind of have a sneak peek behind the scenes of what it is that we're doing. So thanks so much for joining. There's a lot to get into because March was busy, so let's get right into things. So starting right off, our YouTube channel right up here looks a little bit different than it previously did. One, there's a lot more stuff on it, and two, I kind of reorganized things a little bit. So we have our links and everything up in the top here. All of our latest videos that aren't this monthly update are listed inside. A lot of our making memory videos are quite a bit expanded than they were before. And on our list here, we've got a new icon. This is our Patreon icon. YouTube's updated, all of our social media's updated, and Patreon is live, guys. Super, super exciting. So let's go over here to patreon.com/ridetheteacups, and I'll jump out of the way so you can see our live Patreon. Super exciting. I cannot begin to explain just how exciting this really is for us. We just launched it. It was the goal for the end of March to have this up and running, and there it is. So if you'd like to support our channel, you can certainly do that. We would really appreciate it. You can do it for as little as $2 a month. Show you a few of the different things that are in each of these. I think they're a lot of fun. So you can just get rid of the ads that are on the site. It will give you a birthday shout out, get you in the Q&A and your name in the credits. You can also go through and not just have the ad-free versions of our videos, but have an ad-free version of the website for $5. On the blue version, we're going to start mailing stuff to you. We have our cool stickers and all that we've gone over before. You can get our custom pin, our Teacup pin. And if you decide you really want to support us in a much bigger way, you can get your name static on the back of the website instead of just scrolling through, and we will let you play a guaranteed round of 60-second recollection every single month that you're a subscriber at this level. So if you want to, you can just really rack up the scores and see how good you can do all the time, or you can have a different person in your family play each individual time. It's totally up to you. And if you really want to go wildly over the top, we review an awful lot of really cool stuff here on the site. We will be giving that away to some of you because we always make sure we get our hands on it before we recommend it to you if we can at all help it. So we can get you in if you really want to be a huge contributor to us. Anyway, we appreciate any support that we can possibly get. It does take a little bit of overhead in order to keep this sucker running. So anything that you can do to support, if you choose to, is really appreciated. And we just wanted to let you know that is there for you. So, man, that has been a long time coming. Really excited for that. In addition to Patreon coming, we have officially launched the 60-second recollection. This is a game that we're going to be playing. It's a live game show. Just give you a very quick sneak peek. You have the ability to, we'll give you a category, something like, I think the ones we've done are something simple and easy, like name as many Disney characters as you can in 60 seconds. Something a little harder, like name as many starships with names in the Star Wars universe as you can in 60 seconds. We've got quite a range of categories to pick from. You got 60 seconds, you're on the spot, and see how it is that you can end up doing, and we'll keep track of your score as you go. So just kind of a little preview of what it is that looks like. We'll play with you live over Zoom and get that going. I wanted to show you a little bit of the 60-second recollection, so let's get just the website up and going here. Oh, there we go. So the 60-second recollection is pretty simple. This is the backdrop. It's just a looping video. It's got my timer up here in the corner. Of course, the title and a very blank scorecard. Looks pretty boring, but since this is the technology part of the site, let me show you a little bit about how this works. So first off, I have a hidden button up here that unlocks my React portal window. This is my remote control. When I'm playing, it goes whoop off screen, so you can't see it, but I do want you to see it this time. If we are playing, let's say that Steve is playing, I'll put your name up on the board there and get you moving. I can fill up the timer. Ding! We can show your score and hide it again. And get things moving. Just for testing things, I can change timers and do all kinds of stuff. Totally reset the game if I need to. But let's fill it back up. Let's show the score, and then I can actually start things off. And you see the timer is ticking down. I can add points, remove them after it goes, and then let's see. We'll my set the timer to 10 doesn't seem to be working quite the way that I think it does. So. But I have a couple of sound effects that I can trigger here at any point. Just different things to actually move forward. I can also toggle my music on and off from here. I just have a background music piano going. I want to make sure that I can always... Oh, I didn't put my name in there. That I can always see my name. So if I have something... If I have a name that's super really long, I can actually... shrink it down until it fits nicely in my box, so that I can see it. So just some CSS nonsense that's going on in there. And let's see, I'm showing my score here right at 5, so I'm going to click this over and over and over again, and when the timer hits 0, I can't add points anymore. Just a way of keeping me honest as other people are taking guesses. If they do get something in on the buzzer, I do have the ability to add one in. Other than that, I start a new round, it bounces everything over, clears the timer over here, and I can do that as many times as I need to, just to show the new round, keeps track of everything in here, and then everybody cheers, and we go off into the extra pieces. So this is a React portal. As I mentioned, it's a new feature of React 16 that came in a while ago. I've been wanting to play with this for a while because it's a completely separate browser window. It's not actually attached to this at all. Just link with the React portal magic that's set up. So very happy I finally got a chance to do this. React portals will actually be how I write blogs in the future. So I'll be able to just type anything up and see the preview in real time on a second window of how it'll actually look immediately as it'll go. I don't have to hit a preview button or see how this works button. It'll just automatically be there in a portaled window. So that will be exciting. That probably is, that's not the immediate priority, but I'm excited to get that going. So just wanted to kind of show you some of the React portal tech and how that works. So let's get back here into the site a little bit. Excuse me. We have some extra content and stuff that happens here on the site. So we added some chalk art videos. I don't know if you've seen this or not. It's been around our social channels a bit. But Megan Dye and her sister have drawn some insane sidewalk chalk art. So there's some Baby Yoda. Love the Baby Yoda. There's a scene from Frozen, from the old Disney logo, a bunch of Lion King, all of these different things. Absolutely insane. You can see how monstrous their up house is. Of course, the little aliens from Toy Story, the Beauty and the Beast Rose, they actually got their parents' car in on the action, dressed them up as as Lightning McQueen, and then the tower from Tangled going literally the entire width of their already extended driveway. Super cool. Yes, adventure is definitely out there, but wash your hands first. And the reason why we do that is because this is March, and when I'm recording this, April of 2020. The coronavirus and COVID-19 has hit. Everyone is in a panic. The news media wants to make sure that you are still panicked absolutely as much as possible so they can still get their views and clicks. They need that ad revenue somehow, and you've got to watch for it. So everyone is shacked up at home, which has been actually kind of nice for me and getting this stuff done. I have a little bit of extra time to actually work on this site. But I took the time to kind of focus on some community things that people are doing to make everybody's life better. So the chalk art video is really cool. You can actually meet Megan and her sister here in the video. We did an interview with them, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. They are a couple of amazing young ladies who really made a big difference in their community. Couple of other things on the site. Let's get into some more of this. This is my backstage admin area. If you've seen this before, there used to be 3 icons here. Now I've got 9, so huge update to the admin area and the different things that I have access to control. If I wanted to, say, get in here to my 60-second recollection area, I have the ability to see all of my categories. These will actually pop up. I can sort them easy, medium, and hard, or sort them alphabetically to see what it is that I've got, add new ones super easily. And this will actually be connected to the game show later. I've just been kind of picking and choosing one from each manually, but we'll be including this into the game. With the ability to re-roll. If I have someone that's never seen Star Wars, I don't want to give them a Star Wars category. It's certainly not a hard one, but those will all be in here. This is a really cool piece, so I'm very excited with the way that this turned out. Obviously, you can sort and filter and everything the way that you would expect to on any of these as well. And then I have a lot more control over users as well. So I've had the ability to add, edit, delete users and all that for a while. But I haven't really unlocked it in my production mode. I've kind of cheated in order to do it. So it's totally locked up behind code, hard-coded out so that you couldn't do it. I needed a local version running that had all of my correct environmental variables in, and then unlock the code in a local environment in order to adjust users. Well, that's out now, and the ability for me to update and edit users is now in my production server. So that is exciting. A little terrifying, mostly exciting. Really happy about that. And with the users, I overhauled my permissions. And I'm not clicking into these because I don't want to give away too many of my security secrets. That's kind of a bigger deal. But I overhauled the permission system for the site. If you've watched for a while, you know I was very pleased with the way that I had done it before. But it was a little bit lacking and limiting the way that I had set it up. So I've completely overhauled and done the entire system over the entire site. I have much more control over who does what and when and what is allowed and when it's not allowed and what other parameters need to be set as fail-safe checks. It's actually got a 3-pronged approach just to make sure you can't fake your permission inside. So super excited about the new system. I was confident with the security before. I am so much more confident now than I was before then. So very, very pleased with the new permission system. That's a big deal because as Patreon subscribers exist, you're going to have your own login, be able to remove the ads from the site, be able to see blog posts ahead of time, all of that type of thing. So I need to give you a user that has the permission to do that type of thing, because obviously that's not something we just let anybody do. And then finally, last month I told you about the Amazon ad issues that I was having. And I'd finally solved kind of a long-standing issue, and I've implemented that into production, so you'll see that a little bit more as we get into those type of blog posts. Guys, that is a lot, so I'm sorry this video is about a week later than it usually is. I just haven't had a chance to shoot it. I am stuck at home. I am very fortunate. My job allows me to work from home. And we really haven't even slowed down a little bit working remotely as opposed to in the office, and that's been good. However, my drive to work is generally an hour each way, so I've been able to reclaim basically 2 hours of my day, some of which I've put into work and just working some longer hours, but some of which I've put into the site here. So you can see quite a bit more has happened than we had previously done. So anyway, I'm very stoked, very excited about everything that's happened. Thank you guys for watching and being interested. As far as next month, we have a few things we're going to try to do. I mentioned I have the high scores and categories that are up there for the 60-second recollection. We're going to plug that into the live game. I'll have it in my little remote control window that sits there at the bottom and be able to change those up. What that's going to let me do is I'm going to be able to select categories and automatically save everybody's scores. So you will be able to browse the site. You'll click the games icon up here, in the corner, and you will eventually see 60-second recollection live there. You'll be able to see a list of all of the games that have been played, watch along with all of the episodes that are there, and see the high score tables for who has done well in overall, who's done well in each category, what the average scores are, who's kind of at the top of each individual piece, and then of course you can play at home too. Try these out and see how you stack up against the people who are doing it live here on camera. So all that will be integrated and automatically set in. Very excited for that. I'm also going to be updating some other videos. So if we get back into YouTube here, it's not just the 60-second recollections. So we built Radiator Springs at home. That's going to be showing up about 24 hours after this video is set, so it might be up when you're watching right now. You can certainly check that out. We built Radiator Springs Racers at home, and so can you if you want to bring some Disneyland home while we're all stuck inside. In your backyard, super simple. You can do it for free. We didn't spend any money on any of our homemade videos. And I say that because we also filmed Buzz Lightyear, Astro Blasters at home. We filmed the Autopia at home. We have about 11 more different rides on tap that we've already planned out. Some of them do require supplies and pre-work. Those are all here and ready to go. Everything's all set up, so we'll be filming that throughout the month and releasing that to you. Patreon members get early access. We have behind the scenes for all of that. All of that stuff has been filmed and released as well. Filmed, not necessarily released. We'll be releasing some behind the scenes to our Patreon members for the Radiator Springs in the next day or so. It's already done. Just need to release it. And then we'll have behind the scenes for all the rest of the stuff too. Also going to update our blog categories and our states for blog posts. I haven't really touched it since we began, and now that we've actually got a lot of live content, I kind of know which direction it's going, so I'm going to overhaul the category system. And then finally, if there's time, and I say that, I mean big asterisk thing in the corner, like I don't know how to make an asterisk with my fingers, but I might be doing some new tiles on the blog listing page of our website as well. Primarily, I want you to be able to see if there's a video inside before you click on an item. So we might be doing some of that, and it might be a bigger overhaul than just adding a video icon. We'll see. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. In addition to all of that type of content, we also created the 60-second recollection intro video, which I'm very pleased with. I did the music for this. Thanks very much. I have a wonderful friend. This will be a shout out to Joel Jameson, who recorded the intro music for us from that wonderful intro video that you have. I took a little bit of a crack at it on my guitar and made a very brief intro that's not as good for the 60-second recollection, and created that animated video as well. We'll preview it here real quick. And it's gone. So I'll have to figure out what in the world happened to my video. Oops. Before the next episode shoots. So, but I'm really pleased with the intro video that got posted. So, and then I made a general title card for YouTube videos, general outro video for each of our YouTube videos. And you see on the back wall, I've got a couple ears hanging up, so got a little bit extra on the backdrop too. We'll keep working on that. I've got a little bit of negative space that needs to get filled up, so we're on our way. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this technology update has been a lot of fun for you. If you want to get involved with it, visit our Patreon. You'll find that link in the description. Patreon.com/RideTheTeacups. Appreciate your time. I hope it's been useful to you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and stay safe out there, coronavirus folks. Stay healthy.